Hi, hi, hello, hi. Sorry, it took me a bit more time to get ready because for some reason, they wouldn't let me stream. They were like, we can't find the streaming server, and I was like, what the hell was wrong? Turns out my VPN was on. I forgot I changed it to Japan for some for undisclosed reasons. I just can't tell you. It's a secret, okay? Anyways, today we're it. Oh wait, yeah. Before that, I know I start off. Hold on, wait. Sorry, something's going on here. You know what? Let's just turn that off. It's fine. Okay, so I know I start off all of my streams with, "Oh my God, I know my models like chesticles are too big," and I'm gonna start off with that. Yeah, but today's going to be different because I actually have evidence that this model's chesticles are not supposed to be this big, okay? Just watch. Hello? See? Look. Just look. Like, hold on. Let me. It's a bit hard to, like, zoom in, but I can't zoom in on this, but you can, like, see, right? Like, like, compared to, like, um, just compared to this, it's not supposed to be this big. And I swear I didn't change the proportions when I was like um animating it, like rigging it. So I don't know what's going on, okay? But now you believe me. Okay? I took this is the exact like PNG I took from like all the layers, right? Um and it looks like this, okay? I didn't scale it, nothing, okay? I mean, I did scale the head a bit like after. I was like, why is it so big, right? So then I scaled the head a bit like bigger, you know? But that was about it. I didn't like change like I didn't booba size. I didn't like make it wider. Yeah, none of that. Yeah, so you know. Yeah. Anyways, let's put that away. Okay. So, today's going to be a bit different. I was thinking of what to stream today. And well, while I do have a lot of games, I've only streamed like Mahjong. I was actually planning to stream Mahjong again because there was like an event going on. Obviously, well, not really obviously, but I already like finished all the tasks for the event, so technically I don't need to play Mahjong. But at some point, I want to complete the tasks and stream it for you guys. But anyways, that's not the point. If you see my first stream, you'd probably know that I started streaming to show my art and stuff, right? And so far I've done none of that. Well, I mean, except for like, this motto and everything, but so far I've done none of that. But you can tell from the title of the stream that that's what we're going to be doing today. So it's a bit different. And I thought, since I can't find like a game to stream, why don't I stream my own? It's still in development. I only finished like the prologue or okay, or you could just consider it like the demo for now. But I think it's pretty well developed. Um, Before you come off at me, I checked spelling mistakes 3 times, but there might still be spelling mistakes. Okay, and the game's a bit glitchy. You'll find out why. It is a Renpy visual novel. Because listen, I don't like coding. Okay. I don't like coding, and I'm a stupid bitch. Okay. Okay. Let me just let me see if hold on. It's not this one. It's game capture. This one. Okay. Okay. So I'm actually gonna need like a moment for this because I want you guys to see like the splash screens at the beginning, but I don't want you guys to see like everything else. So let me see if I can just do this. There we go. Okay, let me just go full screen real quick. Oh, fuck. Sorry, it closed on me. Wait. Maybe I should go full screen. Yeah, I'll go full screen after it's loaded, okay? I'm so excited. Also, oh yeah, before we start, I just want to say, yes, please work. Hold on. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck the full screen application. It's not working. For some reason moving it isn't working either. Yeah, I can't move it. I don't know what's going on with it today. Come on, work. No. Okay, let me try this one more time. Let me just wait till it's loaded, okay? Before I move it. Yes, you can skip we can skip that. Wait, let me just. Wait, does it work? Is it working? I don't think, I feel like it's gonna crash. Yeah, it's gonna crash. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. Oh well. I don't think it's, I'm looking at like the stream maps right now. I don't think it's affecting like what you guys can see. So I probably just like won't move it, you know? Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't crash. I mean, if it did, I think you'll just see a black screen. Yeah, okay. Okay. Anyways. This is my game. I know you guys are so excited. I took the extra mile to make image buttons for like the menu. Actually, let me tell you a bit about this, okay? Because I actually took the idea from if you guys know the Otome game, the mobile Otome game, Love Rush Chronicles. Actually, wait, or For All Time, if you're a CN like player or something. But I actually took the inspiration from there. Okay, let me just. I don't know if it's like. Oh fuck. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Sorry. I don't know if the audio is working correctly. Oh well, who cares? But I actually took the inspiration from Love Rush Chronicles. Okay, so you know I'm a big fan of Otome games, right? Which is like the entire reason why I did make an Otome game. But I play like a bunch. I used to actually. I don't play that much anymore. But like mobile Otome games, right? And I actually took the inspiration from Love Rush Chronicles. Because if you know like mobile Otome games, they usually have like a male lead right there with like some voice lines, right? But I don't think you can do that in Renpy. And even if you can, I don't know how. There's no tutorial for it. So, but I did see this video for, but I did see this video for what am I saying? Man, oh my god, what am I saying? For, image buttons, yeah, for the menu. And Love Rush Chronicles, they put like the menu buttons within the background. So I wanted to do that as well. And so I did it, and it just took me hours to like match it up with everything. But like the problem is, like these, they have to like be in the front, okay? Because like if you see like the images that you like, parts that you can't click on, these are in the background. And so these are in the front. You see this is supposed to be like behind everything. Yeah, it's actually in front. if you look at the layers. So I have to make sure none of the male leads like touch like these. So yeah. I got lazy, you know, like this is actually my second Otome game. My first one, I felt the story was a bit shallow and like the art wasn't like, you know, my best. So I decided to make a new one. But that one had like an animated menu screen. Maybe I'll like show you guys if I have time. But This one, since it was like the image buttons, that one didn't have image buttons though. This one, since I have image buttons now, yeah, I just decided to like, you know, do everything. I should delete the persistent for this, right? Should I delete the persistent for this? Okay, yeah. Hold on, let me delete the persistent for this real quick. Okay. Oh god, I'm so glad you guys can't see everything. Okay, where's compile, delete, persistent. Okay, there we go. I deleted persistent. I'm gonna introduce you to the male leads. I do have info sheets for them, so yeah. I mean, I guess this is animated, but like, you know. Here's the info sheet. Oh god. Can you guys hear me? Well, hopefully you can. But here's the info sheets. Maybe I shouldn't. I'm not gonna click on them because this game is a bit glitchy. And here's what this looks like if you haven't unlocked it yet. I want to go for like a file look, okay? Let me introduce the story first, okay? So MC, I don't like really like, there's no gender for MC. Like, if you hear me say like he or she when I'm like talking, it's just what I'm used to. Don't listen to me, okay? MC doesn't have like a assigned gender because you know me, or maybe you don't, but I love, okay, BL, okay? I have a huge obsession with BL and like yaoi and stuff. So I would be happy if MC was a guy, but I understand that otome games like these are for female, mostly female audiences, so they could be a girl as well. I don't care. They can be like non-binary, whatever. Okay, I don't care. But like in the game, when it comes up, they're gonna be addressed as they. Okay. Okay. Anyways, they're like, okay. So let me introduce the story real quick. Our main character is the younger sibling of the head of like this underground like organization, let's just say that. And their brother is the head, okay? And basically all of these male leads are gonna be involved somehow, okay? So this, number one, you see the blue-haired guy? His name's Cassius, okay? I'm not going to, actually, Cassius and this green-haired guy, his name is Eugene. Both of their backstories, like, is going to be, we're gonna be looking at, so I'm not gonna spill too much. I'm just gonna say that Cassius was adopted by, MC's brother, okay? Eugene was hired by MC's brother. So technically he works there. And he's there as an assassin. You can see his position. Well, maybe you can't. He's an assassin. He's a doctor. This right here is Icarus. Icarus Esplos. Yes, I did search up, like... I did do it, like... Spent a lot of time on these names, okay? They're, like... They have, like, magical powers and shit, right? And if you don't, like... You know that trope with, like, the underground auction and stuff? Yeah, so basically, he was, like, kidnapped. And he was in the underground auction, and he was bought by MC's brother. Okay, MC's brother's name is Lucian Sfazo. Sfazo is the last name of like the of the family. And so like, yeah, sorry, I lost my train of thought for a sec. So basically, if anybody's in the family, their last name is going to be Sfazo, okay? And that's like the name of the gang, Sfazo, okay? And this is Actaeon Sfazo. He's your brother's loyal dog, Let's just say that, okay? And he was actually he was raised by a Sasso family, okay? That's why he's got the last name. He is no way blood related to MC, okay? He was should I say this? Okay, I'll just say this, because his and Icarus's backstory is not going to be, we're not going to be looking at today. I only have the prologue finished, and oh shit, I forgot something. Fuck. Sorry about that. Actually, I forgot something. I was doing something the other day, and I added something into the script, and I need to delete it. Just wait. Sorry about that. Okay, sorry, this will only take a minute. Save. Okay. Reload. Sorry about that. Yeah, don't worry, he's not related to the main character. And if you say like, oh, do they see each other as siblings? No, they hate each other. Okay. Yes, it's gonna be one of those, and you'll see like their interactions towards each other. It in like the prologue we're gonna be looking at today. So yeah. I don't know if there's any other context I need to give you, besides the fact that MC's parents are both dead. I mean, well, that's gonna be revealed, but let's just start. Also, this game, actually, before we begin, I will add this to like the final version of the game, but there will be trigger warnings in this. Things such as like mutilation. Let's just put it out there, yeah? And there's gonna be blood, okay? Obviously, I did not draw out like any of like the mutilation. I did not draw any of the disturbing parts. It's all gonna be in words. But I just want to put it out there, okay? That this story is gonna be a bit dark, even for like the prologue. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Before we begin, we recommend you to take a look at the tutorial. You might find useful clues regarding choices. Also, sorry if this game like lags when I'm playing. You'll find out why, okay? So let's look at the tutorial. Firstly, if you wish to change the settings of sounds, text speeds, etc., it will be in the preferences part of the menu. Also, if you find a spelling mistake, just ignore it, okay? I'll change it later. When playing the story, click the escape key to access the main menu. Your choices will dictate the outcome of the ending, so be careful what you choose. Choices made in the prologue will not affect the storyline. Yeah, it won't. So I didn't add any like points to this. The gallery will display any CGs earned along the way with the info sheets for the male leads. So the info sheets with the male leads, I'm hearing an echo. Sorry, I don't know if it's echoing. I don't want to like ruin this entire stream. Sorry. Okay. But what it's saying is that the info sheets will not be like persistent guarded, but other CGs will. And we'll see the other CGs. I don't. This is the prologue. Okay, I'm not gonna keep all the CGs secret. It's fine. Okay, this entire like point is to me to show you guys this stuff. Okay. I'll show you guys the CGs, don't worry. You can access the gallery through the button in the main menu or the game menu. Be sure to save regularly. You may access your saves anytime within the load screen. By the way, do you like the save screen, by the way? If you wish to delete your saves, you can hover over the save file and hit delete on your keyboard. You don't have to go to the files and like clear like all the... Yeah. For more options on gameplay and text movements, see the buttons at the bottom. Be careful what choices you make. Other than choices made in the prologue, you will not be able to go back and change them. The game will not alert you of any LP points made from the choices, but will alert you when the choices you made have an effect later on. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys played like, you know, like story games, like, you know, choices or like maybe. Yeah, I was, I played maybe, okay? Don't judge me, okay? I played the good stories. But like, when you made like a choice, right, and later on it affects it, they show you, there's like a notification thing that's like, oh, when you did this, and it shows you when like your choices like have an effect. That's what I was going with. So like if you made a choice like, oh, say I don't like you, right, and then later on it's like, oh, you said I don't like you, so this happens. Yeah. If you're unsure of what choices to make, always keep these points in mind. Remember every choice you make, obviously. Refer to past dialogue or text for clues. Consider their personalities. Thank you, and please enjoy the game. Please confirm your name. For the sake of it, I'm just saying my name is Helling. Is Helling correct? Yes. I was thinking, right? Maybe after, like, the prologue, I could have, like, you know. No, I'll tell you later. It's beginning. The dialogue is a bit emo, okay? Don't make fun of me. I just think it's cool. I'll have all of you rats exterminated. Don't you know that dead men tell no tales? These people are... Ugh, my head hurts. It's time for you to finally open your eyes. Brother? What do you mean? Lucien. Please watch over. Yes, the brother's name is Lucien. Yes, mother. Lucien, the future of this fossil family is in your hands. I understand, father. What's going on? It's time for you to open your eyes, Helling. What do you mean? Helling. He's not listening. Helling! Someone's calling me. Helling! Guess it was just a dream. Wait a minute. Why does my hand feel wet? Blood? My hands! They're covered in blood. But I don't feel any pain anywhere. Where did all this blood come from? Also keep in mind that MC has been a part of this for like a long time. So, I mean, they might not be like that triggered by that much blood, but still, you know. Just watch. I don't feel hurt anywhere. My hand certainly doesn't have an injury, so... Wait. I feel something heavy on my bed and breathing above my head. I looked up to see... Here, look, I'm so excited. Cassius, what are you doing? Your brother sent me. He said he... Never mind that. Get the hell off my bed. Why? Not like I haven't been here before. That's completely out of context. And completely besides the point. Great. My bed is covered with blood from who knows who. I think that's supposed to be God knows who. Oh well. Does he have some sort of common sense? By the way, besides Actaeon, their mental stability is pretty low. So he doesn't really know, like, you know, common etiquette. So hey. I feel I don't wanna read this. Get off. Using all my strength, I managed to kick Cassius off the bed. Unfortunately, my bed was covered in blood. Oh, by the way, I had like a family member of mine test this, and she told me like I should like get rid of like when MC is like speaking like what's happening. She said like I should like get rid of the parentheses and like the name box. What do you guys think? Should I? I don't know. Ew. I think it's better this way, but I don't know. How? What the hell was that for? I don't know if you can see like the animations on these, because this is the reason why this game is like almost 1 GB at like the prologue. Oh, by the way, the prologue is like about 4.5k words, so. You pervert! Pervert? How else was I supposed to wake you up? I called your name 3 times. You don't don't just get on top of someone's bed, especially not when you're covered in blood. Well, I didn't have time to change after the sudden request from Lucian. Still, could I at least have the decency to wake me up with a jump scare? Still don't see your point, but that's not the problem. Aren't you waiting to hear about the reason I came today? Because it's a part of your daily routine? Ha, no. Lucian asked me to. My brother? What does he want? After brother took over as the head of the family, he's been engrossed in work and whatever else people do in criminal organizations. Why does he suddenly need to see me? I don't know, didn't explain, just told me to bring you. I'm sensing a feeling it can't be anything good. Tell him whatever it is, he can forget it, I'm not going. Ah, but you have to this time. Or would you prefer that he sends that dog instead? If you guys heard what I said earlier, you probably know who he's referring to. Fine, I'll go. But if this anything related to them underground bullshit, I'm leaving. As you can see, MC is not like interested in like this stuff, so probably is. Great. In my opinion, you should just embrace it. What did you say? I said you should embrace the fact that being born into the underground is your fate. I'm illiterate. Cassius repeated casually. Why, like you did? He stops walking. Don't you feel even the tiniest bit of rage for the people who murdered your parents? It's not like I was old enough to remember, so no. Cassius turns away. Though I don't feel any remorse, I get why he would ask me that. At a young age, Cassius lost both of his parents. The Elsinores were loyal allies of the Swazzles, from what I've heard. He was taken in by my brother, who promised him revenge. I feel a bit bad. His parents died living a dangerous life, and now he's continuing to live the life of his parents. It's a bit sad. Cassius and I grew up together, we were raised together, so it's strange how differently we turned out to be. Well, no use dwelling on the past now. And we're here. Do I have to? Cassius ignores me and opens the door. You're here. Yeah, what do you want? Spit it out. By the way, the brother is like, since I'm animating everybody, I did animate like some of him. He just doesn't have any more emotions. I feel it's a bit fitting, you know? Lucian cues Cassius to leave the room. Come now, I think it's been enough time. Doesn't matter if you like this life or not, you're still a child of this fossil family. There he goes again. To put it plainly, there's a private auction happening, and I thought we might get you an early birthday present. Auction. Oh, by the way, MC is like an adult, okay? I'm thinking maybe like 20 or something. Auction? Since when have you been interested in that crap? I'm not, but the host just informed me of the special for this one, and I think it's gonna be quite interesting. Lucian taps his desk and continues to stare at me. If you want it, get it. Leave me out of this. No. This time I'm ordering you to attend. Think of like a family event. I grit my teeth. He knows I hate these auctions because it's literally just a fancy place for human trafficking. So why the hell would he make me attend this? But it doesn't seem like I can change his mind. Fine. Is that all? I turn to leave, not wanting to hear the answer. One more thing. Lucian sits up. We're paying a visit to Dr. Faust right after. Faust? I turn around. You're joking. I'm not visiting Faust. I grab Lucian by his collar. Are you insane? I told you I don't want to see Faust. I don't ever want to see Faust or get near him. And I've done my best to fulfill that request, but this is important. You are going to ignore my own morals and feelings for this business thing? Like, just listen to me. No, you listen. I can go to the auction, but I am not visiting Faust. You'll see why later. Well, soon. Lucian froze his brows. I'm afraid I can't agree to that request. You are a child of the Spasa family, and whenever something big happens, it is your responsibility to, at the very least, check out the situation. A lot of important figures will be there too, so it makes sense for you to attend. I've tried my best to take care of everything because you are too weak to face reality. You're an adult now, it's time for you to get involved in these affairs. What are you going to do if something happens to me? He's using that card again. Lucian stares. No answer? Does it have to be false? Yes. Lucian stared at the uncomfortable expression on my face. What is your problem with him? You don't see a problem? If he's been harassing you, just tell me. No, it's not that. As much as I like to shield myself away from the gore and bloodshed of his family, it's supposed to be this family. I once had the unpleasant experience of looking inside Fal's slab. Fine, I'll tell you. I began telling Lucian the story of when I met Faust for the first time. Flashback. I was about 6 years old and had the great idea of exploring the residence at night. It was then I came across a door that was ajar, with the lights being on despite it being very late. I'd never been inside there before and I was curious. When I stepped inside, I could hear two voices and it seemed like something peculiar was going on, as well as thousands of jars filled with preserved body parts and unknown fluids. When I saw it, I considered turning back, but being the child I was desperate to know what this place was. Let me see if I can voice Eugene. Don't pass out on me now, just a bit more. No, stop. I should have turned back, but something in me wanted to see what was going on. Hey, stop yelling, or I'm going to have to cut your vocal cords. The next scene I walked inside was still stuck in my mind to this day. A bit of a trigger warning before, okay, this happens. In front of me was a min-haired man with the lab coat and goggles doing some sort of experiment on another guy. His arms were bound on the vertical surgery table and the front of his body was sliced open, revealing all of his organs. Worst of all, the victim was awake and the guy with the lab coat couldn't seem more amused. I just stood there, frozen in fear and disgust. The guy screaming must have seen me as he stared at me, shouting for help. What are you looking at? Oh! But I was too scared to move. Suddenly, the mirror-haired man turned around. Helling, was it? Nice to meet you. My name's Eugene. He said as he held a bloody gloved hand as if expecting me to shake it. It was then my legs remembered what they were good for. And I dashed out the door, the nausea rising within the pit of my stomach. Since then, I avoided him every time I saw him. Just the thought makes me want to throw up. Lucian sighed. I get what you're saying. But I need you just this once. Dr. Faust has finally finished the project we worked so hard to complete. You have to come see it. Fine, since it doesn't seem like you'll shut up anytime soon. Just don't let me see any blood or guts and all that other nonsense. That I can take care of. I'll let Eugene know. Great, so are we done here? Actually, if you're that disturbed, why not have a talk with him outside his lab at some point? What? You gotta be joking. Just listen, I know Faust has a few screws loose. Yeah, no shit. But believe me when I say he'll remain your ally when things turn sour. He'll help you if there's a crisis, so you should at least try to get acquainted with him. Foreshadowing? I know you don't have a good opinion of him because of his work, but I can tell you that you can trust him. Actaeon and Cassius as well. None of them will betray you. That is, as long as you're still a Spaso. Yeah, I get it, I said while waving him off before stepping out of Lucian's office. There's still a lot of time left before the auction starts. I'll have a talk with Cassius to pass the time. Mr. Elsinore? He's working right now and will be back later. Great, just my luck. I guess I'll just... Helling! That voice. I turn my head to see the last person I want to see. Eugene. Ah, so you remember me. Kind of hard to forget. Last time I saw you, just ran away. Yeah, I wonder why. See, this it's a bit sarcastic, okay? They're like, I don't think they're very likable, but you know. Well, anyways, your brother asked me to come find you. What? Does he have something else to say? Well, no, he wants me to have a conversation with you, or talk with you. And I have a bit of free time today, so... Damn that guy. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt now that you're here. Great! Want to hear about my experience? Anything but that. His face. Eugene pauses, as if trying to think of something else to say. So, what's this big project my brother wants me to see today? Oh, that! Lucian told me not to tell you before tonight. Damn that guy and his planning. As we walked past the courtyard, Eugene was silent, as if his mind is elsewhere. He's probably thinking about his experiments again. What a hopeless guy. This is awkward. Maybe I should start a conversation. So, how'd you end up working for my brother? Oh, that! Eugene's eyes suddenly lit up, and he smiled. You know, when he's happy like this, he reminds me of a frog. I added in this dialogue. This dialogue wasn't supposed to be here, but like after I drew like his CG, I noticed this bro looks exactly like, you know, one of those frogs with like red eyes. I didn't think of it when I was designing him, and now he looks like a frog. Eugene began humming. So, what now? Ah, it was about the time I was kicked out of the medical industry. Do I want to know the reason? Is it not obvious? Because I kept doing my own thing during surgeries. You what? How was he saying this with a straight face? Once upon a time, I was a licensed surgeon, but it wasn't good enough. Not good enough? Eugene nodded. I was always curious about the anatomy of humans and how their bodies would react to certain things. There are records and medical books, but I wanted experience. I wanted to try everything for myself. Started with me finding new ways to treat people, loopholes around medical procedures. No matter if the surgery was a success or not, I was ridiculed for going off the instructions. What's the problem? This is a flashback. This surgery was a success and the patient is fine. That's not the point. You went and did your own thing again. You can't use patients for your own experiments. How many times do I have to tell you that? I wanted more knowledge. I wanted to know more. As much as I hate to admit it, I'm actually kind of hooked on his story. And then what happened? What do you think? My thirst for knowledge finally got the best of me. I'd ended up going completely off script for surgery. I wanted to know if an organ can function if stitched to another one. You what now? No way this could have ended well. And yet this guy is saying it like it was no big deal. Well, the patient died. No shit. And well, I was kicked out and news of my deeds spread quickly, so I was unemployed. But there was so much more I wanted to know. What did you do after that? Where else is a guy supposed to find test subjects without attracting attention? Flashback. Hey, you're not dead, are you? I don't have any Anastasia. Anastasia. I don't know how to say it. So he should have just passed out. But now I want to know what would happen if someone was awake during surgery. I should write that down. You must be Eugene Faust. Yes, and who might you be? You don't seem scared. I don't know if you're brave or just incredibly stupid. I'm a bit busy. Yes, I can see that. It's quite the number you did on that guy. Right? Just look at this. I began explaining to him the things I did to the guy on the ground. The more I spoke, the more interested he seemed, as if he understood my ideals. The entire time he stared at me like he was going to eat me or something. I don't think he was actually paying attention to what I was talking about. Not that it mattered, though. I could tell from the way he stared and the way his way of speaking, it wasn't just a random person or a mob. Oh, and come work for me, Eugene. Pardon? The figure finally stepped out of the shadows. I love the CG so much. I know he looks like a bit like a frog, but I love it so much. Just like everything in it. Your experiments piqued my interest, and I wish to see more. Come work for me. Name your price. I am not short of money. Sorry, but it's not money or any sort of currency I wish for. And the ability to do whatever you want with the subjects I provide you. It was as if pure poison dripped from the devil's lips as he spoke those words. I remember clearly, yes, I can never forget the face he made. That widened smile and those violet eyes I wished to rip out and keep for myself. I didn't care who he was at the time or why he was so interested while others ridiculed my work, the man who held his hands out to me. One thing I knew. We shared the same interests, and he was the very person that could offer me the one thing I wanted. Despite looking like a rich businessman, he didn't care for the fact my hands were stained with the blood of a lowlife. He didn't care that I had looked like a mess, or my actions at the hospital, which had became widespread news. And so I took his hand. And surprise, surprise, it was your brother. When Eugene finally finished his story, his face lit up again. He seemed a bit down when he was telling his backstory. But don't you feel any remorse towards the people that you experimented on? I didn't know any of those people. What remorse would I have? Seriously, what's wrong with this guy? Well, I mean, they're all humans just like you. They all have families. I don't know their families either. Their emotions mean nothing to me. And humans do experience on other animals. Why can't we do it on ourselves? Nobody would approve of my methods. But how else are we supposed to gain more knowledge? Is knowledge all you care about? Eugene turns to look at me. Perhaps, when there's something else that is worth to me in this world more than knowledge, I suppose I would care more. Foreshadowing. What about my brother? What is he to you? Eugene doesn't answer. You can see my Fujoshi side coming out. I'm just kidding. Does he not know? No, it's almost as if he's too afraid to answer. You were strange. Strange? Me? You talk to me about having emotions, and yet you don't feel a shred of sadness for your deceased parents. Excuse me? Eugene continues to stare at me. Your brother works until he passes out every day, and yet you continue to dump all the workload onto him, ignoring your responsibilities. What do you know about me? Nothing besides the fact you want no part in your family's business, but you can't get out. You're kind of pathetic if you think about it. Stop talking. Well, it's none of my business anyways. You'll find out one day that this world is never kind. Nothing comes from running away. You'll just back yourself into a corner. Right now, you have Lucian to clear everything up for you. But when the day comes when you become the lab rat, who is there to save you? So there's no point in shielding your eyes. Eugene walks away, leaving me behind in the courtyard. I can feel my blood boiling. How dare he? What does he even know? It's not like I chose to be here. What rights did he have to tell me to follow in the footsteps of my parents? You know, you could see a bit more about MC and Eugene. There's gonna be more on like Eugene. I think I revealed the most about him in the prologue. I forgot how much time passed of me standing in the courtyard, but by the time I heard Cassius calling my name, the sun had gone down. Helling! What the hell are you doing just standing there? The auction is about to start. Cassius, it's time for you to go. You haven't changed yet. Why do you feel the need to take revenge for your parents? What? I know it's not the best time, but I want to know why. What kind of question is that? Imagine though, you like try to pick someone up and they're like, why do you want to take revenge for your dead parents? I would be mad too. Just answer the question. Your parents were murdered just like mine was, so why do you choose to live this life instead of avoiding it? What else was I supposed to do? What good would it bring me if I stayed a weakling? Should I wait in fear until my life ends? Running away isn't and will never be an option. When you're born into this type of business, it's impossible to escape. It'll follow you everywhere until the day you die. If you're asking about this because of what I said this morning, Cassius takes a deep breath. For you, I don't think this is about revenge. I can't really tell you about it myself, but you'll find out one day. Anyways, I don't know what's gotten into you, but your brother's still waiting for you. Let's go. Well, looks like someone took their sweet time. Yeah, had a pleasant talk with your little lab frog. Ah, Mr. Swasso, you're here. You can see the difference between like a main side character and just like a side character. Yes, I'm here for the special item. However, I'm a bit busy today, so mind hurrying it up? Yes, we'll show a bit of luxury items first, and it'll be out. Thank you. We both took our seats. So I heard you had a talk with Dr. Faust. How was it? I don't know. You tell me. You were the one who sent him. I rolled my eyes. It went well then? Good. I hit him. I'm only teasing. Why'd you decide to hire him? Oh? Did he tell you something? The story of how you found him in a back alley. Ah, yes. He was all over the news, you know. Top surgeon at XX hospital stitches patients' organs together. Wherever I went, there was talks about him, so I decided to do a background check on him. What did you find? Exactly what I wanted. Eugene Faust. His parents are unknown, and he grew up in an orphanage where he would often get in trouble for staining his hands with the blood of animals. But that wasn't what piqued my interest. He graduated top of his class in the medical field, and his professors all stated he was a bright student who always had creative ways of dealing with problems. Why that? It proved he wasn't just some random serial killer. After that, I had my men dig up whatever they could find on him about his records at the hospital. And they matched perfectly. Eugene Faust was a genius who was more interested in knowledge than anything else. It's not my business if he had other interests, but I was fascinated by his thirst for knowledge. Thus, I had to witness his work in person. So you found him in a back alley? Of course. An infamous knowledge-hungry doctor who was just released from his job isn't the hardest person to find. Though I admit I didn't understand a thing he told me. You see the correlation between like the point of views. But I knew I had to have him. What exactly do you need him for? Based on what I've heard, you can't really have him treat injured men, and you seem like the type to kill rats rather than experiment on them. Well, I guess you could say it was part of it was personal fascination. And the other part? You'll find out soon enough. Lucian stops talking as the host walks on stage. And finally, our prized item for the night. The host announced as something large covered with a piece of cloth was brought into the stage. What is it? Why, the birthday present I was talking about. As soon as Lucian's words finished, the cloth was pulled down. What is... My eyes went wide. What the hell? In the middle of the stage, there was a gigantic birdcage, and inside... Why is there... Hold on, let me turn down the audio output, okay? Why is there a person inside a cage? What the hell is this? What are you getting at? I don't want a living being. Sorry. There we go. I gotta turn it down a bit. Calm down, just watch. I present to you all a creature that possesses magical abilities. Curse you, rats. What the hell do you think you're doing? Lucian didn't respond. He continued to watch. The host then took out an electric rod. Hold on, wait. Let me... Okay, I'm back. Then took out an electric rod. You rats. You can see that I didn't know how to animate like flames or electricity. So I just went with what this actually like took me like 3 tries, okay, to get something that didn't look like extremely weird. The man screamed, white flames bursting from his body as he was hit with electricity. But the host didn't stop. I can't watch this anymore. You filthy little rats. I'll kill all of you. Stop it. Make it stop. I shook Lucian, who did nothing as he watched the creature get tortured. For the sake of it, I'm just gonna say... Let's stop it myself. Stop this! I begin to run onto the stage. By the way, I sound like, when I'm reading this, I sound like extremely fake right now because this is so awkward to read. I'll take him. I don't want to buy him, but this is the only way to stop it for now. But, the host began to speak as if to object. Object? Is that how you spell object? I don't know. But looked up to see Lucian glaring at him. Right on, Sfaso. Lucien began descending the stairs, a dozen men behind him holding suitcases full of cash. Since my dear sibling wants it, I'll be offering 800 million. Is that alright? Right, of course, sir. The host points to his men. You, take the product and pack it up for Mr. Sfazo. Once they put down all the suitcase, Lucien got close. He'll be sent to the confinement room. Damn this guy. He had this plan from the beginning. What the fuck? Why would you think I would accept something like this? Oh, but weren't you the one who wanted to buy him in? Would you rather have me return him and have someone else take him? Who knows what they'll do with him? You sly bastard. You had this plan from the beginning, didn't you? You knew I wouldn't be able to watch someone suffer. Oh, what makes you say that? I know you. This is all part of your plan to get me involved with this business. How many times do I have to tell you I'm not interested? I'm so angry. Why the hell am I outside of Foss's lab right now waiting for him to get ready? After the shit Lucien just pulled, I should have just went back to my room. Save your excitement for later. The true events of tonight has yet to begin. I wonder what it is. Of course he's not listening again. That moment, I was met with a horrible gut feeling. Just what exactly is this guy planning? Lucien continued... Actually, let me turn on the audio more. Okay, there we go. Lucien continued to maintain his smile. I think I'm gonna be sick. Just bear with me for a little longer. Is it just me, or does he seem nervous? If so, then whatever it is, it really can't be that good. Lucien, I'm back. Walking towards us is... Here he comes. Actaeon, just in time. My brother's dog, Actaeon Sfazo. He was an orphan taken in by my father to watch over the head of the family, which means my brother right now. Also known as the guy who does all the dirty work. The mole had been taken care of. Thank you. Oh, and I see you're here too? Color me surprised. I was forced to come. Naturally, since you would puke at the sight of a paper cut. What did you just say? You heard me. You can see the reference I use for this one. This motherfucker and that smug expression he has. I'm not taking this from a mutt. Just what the hell is this guy's problem? Imagine a mutt being more useful than yourself. Must be tough. Must be tough being the lowest of the lowest by sniffing asses and doing all the dirty work, but you don't hear me saying anything. Of course you won't say anything. A weakling such as yourself has no right to voice opinions. I looked over at Lucien, but he seems more amused than anything. Since everyone is here, let us enter. This isn't over. Looks like Eugene cleaned up his lab as he was told. That's good, at least. See a lot of other high-ranking officials of the family that are here too. As much as brother was trying to remain calm, I can hear his deep breath and his heartbeats were getting louder. In front of us was a surgical table with something wriggling underneath a cloth, covering it up. By the way, this is the other trigger warning I was talking about. If you get, like, triggered by, like, stuff like, amputation, then skip. Just skip this stream, okay? This part. There were vials of bright green color next to the table. Eventually, Eugene appeared, his face flushed as if he was nervous as well. Just what the hell is going on? And why did Lucien insist on me seeing this? After so many years of constant research and experimentation, we've done it. Eugene began announcing loudly as he pulled off the cloth. Ugh. I'm going to up. Another spelling error. On the surgical table was a bound man with all 4 of his limbs amputated. Tears were streaming down his face and his mouth was gagged. How could anyone enjoy watching this? Eugene picks up a vial and put the liquid into a syringe. There's no parentheses on this one. I gotta fix that, or period. Now witness the fruits of our labor. With an excited look on his face, he injected the man. Hold on. Whenever this BGM comes up, I gotta do this. In a few seconds, there was a look of horror upon the man's face as if he was witnessing the scariest thing he ever seen, and a loud scream of fear rung out. He began to thrash around, eyes rolling to the back of his head, and he struggled in his restraints. Eugene turns around. This drug is the fossil original, one that traps one within their own consciousness with the greatest fear while they become insane. Eugene seemed so excited he was practically drooling as claps rung out the room. Lucien's smile grew bigger and bigger as he watched the man thrash around. Isn't he enjoying this a bit too much? The screams, they're becoming more and more unbearable. Make it stop. I covered my ears with my hand. Lucien, no, brother. Please make it stop. Come here. Lucien held out a hand out to me. Should we take his hand or should we step away? Should we step away? I mean, any natural person would step away after he just subjected us to this shit. So let's just step away. I took a few steps back, afraid of what else he'll do. Lucien sighed and gestured for Actaeon, who pulled out his gun. Actaeon, shoot him. Ugh. I'm gonna throw up. Understood, no period. Actaeon takes out his gun and points it directly at the man's head. And without a moment's hesitation, shot him in the head, ending his misery. He began walking towards the guy. Useless lowlife. Actaeon begins stepping on the dead body as blood spewed from the place he got shot. You're so bloody useless. At least have the decency to not waste my bullets. The body is unresponsive, but Actaeon didn't seem to care. Rats such as yourself have no right to appear in the eyes of kings. Death is no exception. You disgust me. Now, Actaeon, that's enough. You'll dirty your shoes with pig blood. Oh dear. Now I'm reading this back, it is a bit intense. For the prologue. After Actaeon stepped away, Lucien turned to the men in suits. As you can all probably tell, this drug will become a powerful weapon against our rivals. If we use this correctly, then even the government will tremble. No way. Is he doing all this for power and control? I want to stop him, but do I even have the right to intervene? Should we speak up or stay silent? Let's speak up. For the sake of it. You can't do this. It doesn't matter how power hungry you are, this is way too much. You can't exploit the fears of people in this way. Lucien wasn't listening. Cassius. Cassius steps out from God knows where. Take them back to their room. Yes, sir. You! I began to protest, but seeing the expression on Lucien's face, I knew it would be in vain. Let's go. Well, how are you feeling? How am I feeling? How am I feeling? I grabbed Cassius, digging my nails into his shoulder. You can't possibly think all of this is okay. Cassius doesn't say anything. Say something! You won't like what I'm about to say. Say it. In this business, this is how things are. It's either kill or get killed. Laws and morals don't apply here. It's the only way to survive. It's not uncommon for him to use a captured enemy as a test subject for a new drug. Guess Lucian thought it was finally time for you to open your eyes to the cruel reality. Sorry. My mind is a blur. Why? Why do I have to see all this? Why? Why? I think you need to rest for now. Cassius leaves. I tried closing my eyes, hoping I could forget about today. But the only thing I could hear were the screams that kept ringing inside my ears. My is capitalized, it shouldn't be. It's time for you to open your eyes. There we go, we're finished. You liked it? Do you like it so far? I know the dialogue is a bit intense, but you know. And we got the CGs unlocked, and they come with the animated version and the non-animated version. Yeah. So I was thinking if I had more time, I would hold on. I was thinking if I had more time, I would hold on a second, I messed up. Wait a minute, okay? Just wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, okay, so I was thinking if I had more time, I would like show you guys like the art and like the folders, but I don't have more time. I ran out of time. So yeah, that's basically like the demo for my game. Hope you guys liked it, and since I'm out of time, I can't say goodbye, so bye.